The inaugural Pick'em, boys. The inaugural. The first one we're doing here. How are you guys feeling?
I'm good.
Feeling like I got all of them right. And that's how I feel.
That's the fucking attitude we like to hear, son.
Well, now we know Evan's full of shit.
Yes. But he is a gypsy. Wait, can I say that? Is that insensitive or because you
Only
are
if you're addressing me. Outside of that, you can't say it.
right? For everyone listening at home, he is a dirty gypsy. Okay, you can't say dirty gypsy, right?
That's a little far.
Okay, all right. We're gonna keep the
I,
dirty
I
part
think
out.
that's right on point because most gypsies are dirty.
Okay, now that definitely can't say that. I'm sure. All right. So, welcome to the Degenerate Gamblers Hideout. Don't worry, they cannot find us here. I'm joined by myself, and hey, this is a good question. What the hell? I'm calling Evan Gypsy. Lito, what do you want to go by?
Oh shit, I don't know. I'm just Carl.
You want to just be Carl? And be Carl?
Nifty,
Nifty. All right.
Lito,
Yeah. You know what? You're gonna get all of
whatever.
them. You're probably gonna be all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't
fair.
matter. I've had them for so long.
For real, it's pretty much your name at this point, anyways, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so you got myself, Benjamin, the Gypsy, and Carl, Lido, Nifty, you name it, he's got it. We decided we're going to do a weekly pick'em. Now, this is a straight pick'em. This is not. We're not going against the spread. We're not going sides. We're not taking anything of that nature. It's just strictly pick'em and dick'em. That's it. Nice and simple. I'm sure it's going to be, it'll get a little muddy here. Because, of course, it is a competition. I want to win this fucking thing. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to fucking lose.
Oh, I missed that memo.
How? Was that not in the group chat? Maybe it wasn't.
I probably read over it if it was.
Yeah. So, before we go,
Doesn't matter.
you guys got the screen share on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I saw this on Twitter yesterday, or excuse me, X. And I kind of, for a second, thought, are they trolling? This is PFT's power rankings for week 1. I was a little confused. Like, so what? There's 7 teams per conference in playoffs, right?
Um. Yeah. Count wild cards.
Yeah, because there's the bye,
Yeah.
the single team bye. PFT has everyone under 14 missing the playoffs. Granted, I know it's week 1 power rankings, but essentially that's what you're saying, right? They're picking their playoff teams off bat, right? Off rip. Jets, Bears,
Right.
Jets, Bears, Browns, Dolphins, Texans, Bucks. How are the Bucks ranked 9?
I don't know. That's kind of sketchy.
See? See what I'm saying?
So I agree with a lot of the top 14, but the order, there's like 2 or 3 I don't agree with that I don't think are in playoff contention. But the order's kind of weird.
I mean,
Well, how did the Bears get up so high?
Caleb,
That was my big question.
yeah, Caleb Williams hasn't thrown a pass yet outside of preseason.
Yeah.
Granted,
I
he
don't.
looks
I don't think they make the playoffs.
I mean, that's crazy, right? Chiefs, Lions, whatever, that's fine. Packers are way too high. Last year I saw something. The Packers played one of the easiest schedules last season, and so did the Texans. So, and it's interesting to see now. I think I saw something where they're actually playing top 5 most difficult schedules by win percentage of last year of who their opponents are. So that's going to be interesting. When I saw this, I was kind of like, they're trolling. I think they're fucking with everyone. I don't think this is anywhere near true. Now, their bottom 3 seems right, doesn't it? Except for, you know what, Carl, I'm going to give you some love. The Giants are not 29. That's for sure.
Well, shit. I just saw the fucking Cowboys at 19, and I was like, oh, ouch.
Yeah, honestly. The Rams should
How are
be
you below
higher.
the Chargers?
The fucking Rams should be higher. I know they lost Aaron Donald.
Same with who's.
I don't know. They didn't play well last year.
Man, I'll tell you what, though. I mean, even the Vikings, which the quarterback situation is brutal, the Vikings are probably going to be better than the Broncos, I would assume.
Well, we also won 10 games with fucking Space Caillou at the helm, or well, not all of them, but
I guess that's
he was
true,
there.
huh?
I mean, I believe in O'Connell. It's just a matter of is luck gonna go our way?
Yeah, I mean the whole thing. When I saw it, I had to. I was like, okay, I got to screen grab this because this is fucking wild.
Yeah, it was a little much.
Yeah, I thought it was a little much myself. I was like, what the fuck is that about? But then again, I did. There was some
You know,
vitamins
I
involved.
saw some weird spreads today too. Like there were teams that were I can't even remember which ones they were as I was going through and kind of double checking my own guesses. There was some like I'm trying to remember. It was like a 4-point split, and it just seemed high. Like I don't. It was who I would consider the underdog had a 4-point split.
Oh yeah, I went through the entire slate, and it's so funny compared to college, because college ball gambling started last weekend, and the spreads are hilarious, like minus 39, minus 18 and a half,
Right.
and then you get the NFL, and you're like, the spreads are like 2.5 to 4. It's kind of nice to see a nice tight brick of numbers, but that's a whole nother thing. If you're check out my gambling pod here on this channel. I already put up Thursday too. Evan, are you gambling this season?
A little bit. I like taking just for fun the whatchamacallits, the prop bets. That's
Perfect.
always fun. Just to
Perfect.
pick a game and pick a couple prop bets. So that's
Good.
always fun.
Because my first bet of the year I posted is actually a same game parlay. It's a six player play plus 5,500. $10 pays you $550. I'll link the video in the description later. All right, let's get this shit cracking, huh? What do you say, boys?
Let's go.
Let's fucking go, bud. Let's fucking go. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Week 1, Thursday night. Here we go. Great fucking game. Kansas City, Baltimore. Baltimore going to Arrowhead. Healthy Lamar Jackson. King Henry's in Baltimore. Kansas City doesn't have one of their starting receivers, but this is week 1. Everyone knows the defense tends to be a little more ahead of offense early in the season. I really like the unders a lot of these games, but then again, this is not a fucking spread show. I'm going to do my best to not bring gambling into this, even though we started with it. I'm going to give it my best shot. I'll just go right off the tip. Kansas City has won the AFC West, 8 of the last 10 seasons. Baltimore, they've won their Division 3 of the last 10. The last meeting between these two, obviously, Kansas City beat Baltimore in the postseason, right? Revenge game, yes, I like it. I'm gonna take Baltimore because KC dropped early to Detroit last year, and that's my pick. I'm gonna take Baltimore. Carl, what do you got?
I like this matchup. Obviously, it's probably one of the best ones. The NFL really did a lot of good matchups this week, and I'm gonna have to go the other way. I'm gonna take KC. I think even down Hollywood Brown, I think Xavier Worthy probably plays more anyway, and I think they get that speed element that they've been missing the last couple of years back in their offensive lineup. So I think they're going to be trouble this year. So yeah, I got KC, a close game, but yeah, I think I'm going to take KC on this one.
I agree on the close game aspect. That's why Vegas. See, there I go again. Fucking Vegas has it a 3-point game. All right, Evan, what are you at, man?
I also got KC. I think perfect opportunity, like you said, for a revenge game. And I think that Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore is returning a lot of offensive pieces, but they're missing a lot of defensive pieces, and they're missing a defensive coordinator. I think Mahomes just strings it together. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be real close, and everything is screaming Baltimore. But the smart choice, I feel like, is KC.
Isn't that crazy? That it feels like the sharp choice is Kansas City, the fucking defending champs. Isn't that fucking wild? God damn it, I love the NFL. All right. Moving to Friday, I have a fucking bone to pick here. I paid for YouTube TV, Sunday Ticket, which was like, what, $380 this year? Amazon.
God damn.
Yeah, I know, $380, but I have to have it. I have too many games to bet on. I have to watch it. What, Amazon? Oh, yeah, Peacock. I don't fucking
Peacock.
pay for Peacock, and I'm not going to fucking pay for Peacock.
No.
NFL
Fuck
can
that.
kiss my ass. I'm not doing it. So I'm gonna walk my happy ass down the bar in the fucking corner and go hang out with the fucking slubs and watch it. I'm not paying for it.
There you go.
And at a protest, I'm not picking this game. No, I'm playing.
You know what the best part about
Yeah,
that is? Going down to the bar,
that's
probably.
a good start for Peacock.
Yeah, fuck you. And in protest, I was trying to figure out who I wanted to pick, and I was like, God, who probably speaks Portuguese the best? Will probably have the best chance of winning. Instead, early coin play. Heads and tails. Heads is home. Tails is away. Tails. Green Bay. I'm going Green Bay, baby. Evan, where you at?
Same. I think Green Bay's
Oh.
defense is going to be good enough. I think Philly had enough offensive dysfunction. I like Kellen Moore overall for the season as an offensive coordinator, but I think week one jitters just get the best of him. I don't think the defense has improved significantly with some upgrades at certain positions, but I think Green Bay ekes it out overseas.
Carl.
I think both of you guys are full of shit. I think Philly wins, even though it's a home game. They're both in Brazil, so I think it's going to be a sloppy game. But overall, Philly got Vic Fangio from the Dolphins, and he's blitz happy. I think he blitzes the shit out of Jordan Love, and I think he gets him off his rocker. So I think Philly pulls it out. I think it's going to be a close one too, but I think the first two matchups are going to be crazy. But yeah, I'm siding with Philly on this one.
Hold on a sec. Is Philly the home team or Green Bay?
Thought it was Philly.
So did I.
I thought Green Bay.
Hold on a
No,
sec.
because I saw a joke about how Philly's avoiding a first week home loss because they're not playing at home.
Hey. Okay, it is Philly. Okay, it is Philly. Ha ha. They lose a home game. Ha ha.
Oh shit!
Fuck, I hate Philadelphia. All right. So let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Pitt, Atlanta. I mean, I don't have any biased reasons for hating Philly at all. All right. Pitt, Atlanta. Carl, you go first.
I'm going with Atlanta. I think the Steelers are great on defense, but their offense is shit. So they might be able to figure out during the season, but I don't think so in this game. And I think Atlanta is actually pretty good on both sides of the ball. So I'm going to say Atlanta, and I think Steelers are going to have trouble on offense.
Evan.
Yeah, with Russell Wilson as your quarterback, I gotta agree. Nobody wants your spicy sandwich, so get off the field and make way for Justin Fields to run for 80 yards. Yeah,
Fucking spicy
I
sandwich.
got it. I got Atlanta as well. I think Atlanta has improved their defense slightly, and I think that's going to be enough for a week one Pittsburgh offense helmed by Russell Wilson.
You know, and with Atlanta, their new head coach, Raheem Morris, right? A lot of people are high on him. I mean, shit, I picked Atlanta to win the division this year. I think that division's kind of a hilarious show between New Orleans, and I don't want to talk too much about the division. We got more games to go over. Pittsburgh, like you guys just said it, they have a ton of questions, starting with Russell Wilson. I kind of think it's smart to start Russell Wilson. So if he goes into an absolute fucking tailspin and a dumpster fire early, Tomlin can bench his ass and let Fields take over. I'm with you guys. I'm going ATL. That's our first. We all agreed on the same one. So we'll see how.
Sexual pick.
Yeah, it's a sexual pick. It's a fucking Treyway. All right. Arizona Buffalo. Now, Arizona is ranked super low in most people's charts, right? Kyler Murray had all those issues last season. Was it last two seasons or last season alone? His production just
Came back from the ACL or whatever the year before, like last year. He made the recovery during the season.
And then when he came back, and I think it was his first couple weeks wasn't so good, but I think through the stretch he was one of the higher ranking quarterbacks throughout the end of the season. So Yeah.
See, and if you're Arizona, aren't you fucking pumped this game is in September and not January because they're going to Buffalo?
Yeah.
They lucked the fuck out. With that, Marvin Harrison Jr., I don't know, he could be a Hall of Famer. We don't fucking know. I'm just going to take Buffalo just because it's Josh Allen. I'm just going to take Josh Allen over Arizona's defense. That's pretty much my thought on that whole thing. Evan, what you got?
I'm same on Buffalo. I think their defense has regressed a little bit, but it's still pretty damn good. And again, like you said, you're dealing with Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arizona's going to give them a run for their money on offense, but their defense is garbage last year. We're talking middle of the pack, best case scenario this year. So I don't think they just can't keep up.
Coral?
Yeah, I gotta agree with both of you guys, mostly just because of Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I like James Cook too. I think they'll be able to run the ball on him, and I think that's what Buffalo kind of wants to do this year. So we'll see. But in even if it gets close, I think Josh Allen pulls them out. So yeah, I'm taking Buffalo.
Yeah. I mean, with the absence of Diggs and Gabe Davis, that's going to be an impact, right? But this early in the season, I don't know. Yeah.
That being said, I've got a couple upset picks just naturally. This one screams to me that one weird game where you just didn't see it coming. Arizona pulls out a random road win. It screams that out to me, but
Well,
I've got a couple other upset picks. So.
it's funny you say that because I know I said I wasn't going to bring gambling into this thing, but I can't fucking control myself. It's week 1. I did take Arizona +6 because I was like the same exact sentiment you had. I was like, I'm not going to take a money line, but I can sprinkle them at a touchdown, see what the fuck happens. Because you're right, weirder shit's definitely happened. This one, I actually really am not even that excited about. I know a lot of people are. Tennessee and Chicago. A lot of people are pumped for Caleb Williams. Want to see that. Hard Knocks always makes your games a little more appetizing in the early, right? Like pretty excited. For this one, I'm gonna take the square pick. I'm gonna take the square pick and take Chicago, just because I don't know what the fuck Tennessee's offense is gonna look like at all, at all. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one simple. Bam, give me young Caleb Williams, his young talented receivers. Keenan Allen's there. Yeah, bam, Chicago. Coral.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you too. I'm taking Chicago. I was thinking I was gonna take Tennessee earlier, but then I was just looking at it and I said, "Who the fuck does Tennessee even have?" And so I was like, "Oh, they're starting quarterbacks, Will Levis." I was like, no." So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Chicago. I think they just have more talent, and plus Tennessee lost Mike Vrabel, so
yeah, it's
I
fucking
I don't think
Vrabes.
Tennessee is gonna do much.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Vrabel. Come on. I mean, Spears and Paul. And anyway, Evan, go ahead, man.
I took Tennessee on this one. I just
Okay.
think the defense was going to be a little bit. I think the defense has the edge as far as talent. I think Chicago, coaching wise, could have the edge defensively. I weirdly think this one could possibly turn into a shootout. I like Will Levis. I'm not ready to commit on anything to that, but Bananarama definitely be slinging that banana. So I don't know. The guy's got an arm, and you watch him play. He's telegraphing people that he's not even looking at. He's got some inaccurate throws, but the dude's got a cannon, so I could see some bombs from both Caleb and Will Levis going in this one. But I think Tennessee has the defensive edge here.
Just that fucking that white howitzer, huh? That's a white boy. That was a white boy. Um, this one, New England, Cincinnati. New England going to Cincy. Evan, take this one first. Go for it, buddy.
This is my locked in pick. Since there's no way Cincinnati loses this game. I just don't. Healthy.
That's your lock?
Everybody. Yeah, that's my lock. There's no way New England wins this game. Especially not to say that New England can't be good down the stretch of the year, but to start out, there's no way they win.
Carl.
Fuck you, Evan. You stole my lock.
Hey, you guys can have the same lock. You just can't use the same
Yeah,
team. You just can't use the same team 2 weeks in a row.
I know, but he said it first. Now I look like I'm following Evan. I don't like it.
Well, that was the
In
luck
line.
of the draw, baby.
No, I agree with Evan. I New England's talent to me, I think Drake May probably plays by the end of the year. I really don't know what Gerard Mayo has in store for New England, and I think Cincinnati wins with or without Jamar Chase. I don't think it really matters. So I think Cincinnati definitely wins that game.
Do you want to keep him as your lock?
Yeah.
It's Cincy. It's Cincinnati. Joe Burrow is going to stretch out that New England secondary like Lizzo put on a fucking pair of jeans. It's going to be brutal. Brutal. Give me Cincy. It's not my lock, but give me Cincy. You know, enough said there, right? This is probably, man, I'm pretty pumped about this. It's probably my favorite 10 o'clock game. Houston Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped to see what happens here. I mean, Anthony's back. Whew, there's no running back contract issue starting the season for the Horseshoe. Their defense is so bang bang. Their defense is good. Fuck. And then you got Houston, the darlings of the South. Now everyone's sucking Houston. Fuck it, I'm taking Indy. I'll take the dog. I'm taking Indy as my lock.
Oh. Sure you want to do that, man?
Okay, Russell Wilson, that's a spicy take.
I'm not sure of anything I do in Coral. I'm like 2 seconds away from just jumping out my front window for God knows what reason. So, yep, that's my lock. I'm taking Indy. I want my 2 points for that game. Evan, who you taking?
I'm taking Houston. I just feel like it's going to be, there's all that hype around it, right? But you've only got a couple weeks of production. That's susceptible to some week one struggles. I know they're at home, but I think the defense is more boom or bust. They're either really good or they're really bad, and the front seven isn't generating pressure. So I think Houston ekes that one out.
Coral.
I'm going Indianapolis.
Hey.
I like the matchup. I think it's gonna be high scoring. I don't. To me, week one is so sloppy. There's so many penalties, and everybody's not right. So I think with as much talent as on the field on both sides on offense, I think they're just gonna start pumping out touchdowns. So, but I think Indy probably wins. Just I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure why, but I feel like they're gonna win,
yeah,
especially because it's a division game.
right. That was my next point. I was like, I love having a couple division games week one. Just like 2, 3, 4. We don't have to have the whole fucking league play division. But I think that's our first division game, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
No, there's a couple on here.
No, I mean of the slate. For the 10 a.m. games,
Yeah.
that's the first one. Also, Anthony Richardson is really good at football. People like slept on him. He's really good at football. So, give me him. All right. Here we go. My AFC choice for the Super Bowl. Jackson at Miami. Coral, we're going to give you this one first, huh?
I think this is also going to be a high scoring game. I don't see either one of these teams playing a lot of defense. Um, I think Jacksonville probably has the edge on defense, but I don't think it's going to matter. I see Miami winning, but I think it'll be close because I just think the running backs are going to give them the edge in this game. So I think it's going to be a good game, but I think Miami probably pulls it out.
Yeah. I mean, it's so easy to like Miami, isn't it?
They have a lot of talent.
Fuck, a ton. A ton.
Especially
All right.
when they have a Coke dealer for a coach.
Yes, I would love to party with him. He'd be a fucking blast. All right, Evan, who you taking?
Same. Miami for pretty much all the same reasons. I think either Miami's going to blow them out, or like Carl said, it's going to be a high scoring game, and the defenses aren't going to do shit.
Yeah, I agree. Exactly. Miami's a goddamn weapon factory. They're out there just pumping out arms, and they're sending them over to Ukraine right now. They're just pumping them out. Waddle, A-Chain, Mostert.
That's
Defense
what
had
Dick Cheney said Iraq was.
yes. It was actually Miami's offense being built 2 decades prior. That's actually pretty good. I'm gonna hold on to that one. The defense had a shitload of turnovers last year too. They have a lot of guys returning. I love ETN. He's probably my favorite running back in the league in Jacksonville. I don't know. I just love the guy. I love how he plays. Gabe Davis is a great red zone magnet for touchdowns. Jacksonville has a fast defense. Those guys can burn. But with all that, yeah, I'm still taking Miami. I think Miami wins that division too. Here's a fucking snoozer. Carolina, New Orleans. Tails, away
You gonna
team.
take that one?
I'm taking Carolina. I let the coin decide. Tails.
Oh, you did another flip, huh?
Yeah. This is so fucking boring. Go ahead and take your 3-hour car ride with Derek Carr. You probably hit a couple pedestrians. You're definitely not going to stop for gas when you're supposed to, so you got to push the car. And then
Meanwhile, Dennis Allen is turning around to the back seat, demanding some bullshit every 5 seconds.
yeah, I ain't taking that Uber ride with Carr there. And then Bryce Young, I know he had a terrible year. He's going into a sophomore season. The coin decided for me. I don't think Deontay Johnson's enough to match with Thielen to create explosive receiving core. I don't believe that to be the case. So the coin decided for me. I'm taking Carolina. Evan?
I'm also taking Carolina,
Oh.
but I think for a little bit of different reasons and similar reasons. First of all, fuck Dennis Allen. That man should never be a coach again in the NFL. He can move along. I don't mind Carr. I still don't mind Carr and the talent. I just don't believe in Dennis Allen. I think Carolina wins this game on the ground, and I think because of Thielen's Fred, old man Thielen is running fresh routes. It's week 1. He's not injured. He didn't have any injuries during the preseason. So he's running down. Deontay Johnson is backing up for the screens, the short routes, the drags, the crosser routes. I think just on those dink and dunk plays, because I don't believe in Bryce Young, I think those dink and dunk plays, I think that's going to be the model for this offense. I also like Dave Canales. My Canales.
My Canales.
I like him enough. I don't think Carolina is going to be a threat this year, but I think it's enough to undo New Orleans in the first week.
I really like what you said there about Thielen, and that's true. I didn't really think about that. These older guys haven't been hit yet, man. They're fresh. Are players the fastest in the first 2 weeks versus the end of the year? Probably, right? They're not beat up yet.
I don't think fastest, but it's also about risk management. If you've taken hits over the years, are you going to go up for that catch, or are you going to try and take the possession?
Well, I guess it depends on the death balls they get chucked too, right?
I mean, if you're Devontae Adams, you're just running you're running crossers. You're not taking no hits
All right, Carl.
or out routes.
Who you got, son?
I went with Carolina also.
Oh shit. We're all idiots.
I just think New Orleans sucks. So even though they lost Brian Burns, New Orleans, their offensive line isn't very good. So I think they might just be more physical with them and beat them. I think it's going to be low scoring though. I probably think whatever team gets to 14 first wins.
With that
Yeah,
said, Carl,
exactly.
I'm gonna take a note of that and make sure I play the under this weekend for that. Under.
I would do that.
Shane texted me this morning. Apparently, I had mentioned Carr, I guess, in one of those previous videos I put on our WC page. And what did he say? I listened this morning on the way to work. Don't be throwing shade, Olave. And Carr is still a number 1. He can sling it. He's still in love with Carr.
I don't mind Carr. I think Carr is just one of those quarterbacks that needs to be put in his little high chair where he can
You
succeed.
guys talk for a second. My fucking work phone.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What do you think? What was the next one? Minnesota. Well, it is Minnesota and New York. You think we can
It
stall
is.
this out until he gets back from this call?
You wanna start it? We can go on for a long time about this.
All right, let's see. Let me spin something here. So first off, I don't believe in your G-men. I believe they're a lot like me. They're little men. So no, man, Daniel Jones is so boom and bust that it's hard
He
for
is.
I could see them winning. I just don't have the faith to believe it. I'm taking Minnesota just because of Brian Flores' defense. I think the defense is gonna. He's got something new every year. He's got a new package, a new blitz scheme, and I think New York, unfortunately, is going to feel the wrath of his Week 1 blitz scheme. I also think Sam Bradford doesn't have a great year, but I think he has a career year, which is saying something about Sam Bradford. um,
Sam
I think
Darnold.
this I think this is a Case Keenum type of deal with
That's
Sam
Sam
Bradford.
Darnold.
What's
Stop
that?
saying Bradford. Bradford's retired.
Oh,
Sam
did I say?
Bradford.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Because
Like 5 times.
I was like, what the hell did I just walk into? I was like, fucking Sam. He's like,
Sam Darnold.
he's
You
driving.
know why?
He's
Because
driving a
Sam
tractor
Bradford.
right now, right?
You know why? Because Sam Bradford was our quarterback, and they
Yeah.
run the same.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay.
You guys
He's
are
just kind of
perfect.
lumbering around.
You guys already moved
No,
in
you're
the Minnesota game. All right, great.
Yeah.
So this is great for me. So Gypsy, Carl and I have to do this twice a year, seeing that both our teams are in the same division. This is beautiful. It's our first ever cast, and your two teams are playing each other. I love it. I love it. No, I'm just gonna pick my pick, and I'm just gonna get the fuck out of the way. I'm taking the fucking Giants. I'm picking the Giants.
Hell yeah.
I'm fucking picking the Giants. I'm gonna bet on them too, probably. Fuck it. All right, I'm gonna get the hell out of the way here. I want to hear you guys.
It's only a, what, 1.5 spread? That's what I saw it at earlier. And Minnesota was getting it.
I'll drop a unit on NYG. I'll probably take a neighbor's receiving over too. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna let Evan start this one. All right.
Oh, he already went.
Oh, perfect. I
Oh,
missed
wait,
it. That's
yeah,
fine.
Carl hasn't gone on Minnesota
Okay,
yet.
well then, Carl, you go, buddy.
Well, I mean, I'm taking the Giants.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to say that throughout the year, just because I'm not sure what we're bringing. But the Giants, they did some offensive line work finally,
Mm.
and they did add Brian Burns, and I think that's probably what's going to give them the edge in this game. I think Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, and Brian Burns get after Sam Darnold, and even though I think Justin Jefferson and Addison probably will get loose, I think he won't have enough time to really get the ball there. So I don't see it being super high scoring either. But I think probably the first one to 21 or something probably wins this game.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be close, and I think the Giants are going to pull it out.
It absolutely feels like a field goal game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like this it's gonna be like 20-17. That's
Definitely.
yeah.
I can even see like 27, 24, 24, 20.
Oh, you like on
or
the upper
21.
end? You think they're gonna break 50? Whew. Good for you.
Maybe.
That's
Oh,
optimistic.
50. Oh, yeah, that is a little bit. No, I don't think they'll break 50.
Hey man,
Let me
I'm
bring
in
that.
gambling season. You start throwing numbers at me, my brain starts calculating. Boom, 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 boom. I'm assuming you picked Minnesota.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited for that one. I'm gonna be watching that with all. I'm just gonna sit back with some popcorn and be like, yes, yes, you
Well,
kill
hey,
each other.
did you see? Did you see? So YouTube TV has combined with, I can't remember the other platform, but Yahoo, where you can input your team and it'll give you a live stream on the side of it while you're watching
Yeah.
through Sunday Ticket.
Yeah, they used to do that on DirecTV. You could put your fantasy team in. on Sunday
Oh, no,
Ticket, and
you don't
now
have to put
YouTube
it in. You
TV.
can link it.
Right? No,
Yahoo.
no, yeah, which is genius. I mean, I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have 4 fucking screens running Sunday, so I'll be fine. I'm literally, yeah. It's I'm gonna need someone to call me Monday morning to make sure I'm still alive.
Same.
All right, here we go. Kicking off the 1 p.m. slate of games, the Raiders going to a home game in LA against the Chargers, because that's a fucking home game for the Raiders, and we know it is. Harbaugh, I like Harbaugh a lot. He just won the Natty. I'm sure you can have some sanctions coming down on him from the NCAA for some shady practices he was involved with, but that doesn't matter because he's out of there. He's in the NFL now. He's scot-free. Kind of like, was it Pete Carroll, who fucked over USC and then went to the NFL, and he was just fine. Just fine. So, in this one, I live in Las Vegas. I'm gonna take the home team in the home game because that's a home game for the Raiders in LA. Let's be honest. I'm gonna take the Raiders. Coral, who you got?
I got the Chargers.
Yeah, that's probably the smarter pick.
I mean, I don't know. The Raiders to me, I think they're good. They're all right, but they just, I mean, other than Mad Max and they got the dude from Miami,
Mm-hmm. Pass rusher, right?
and they got yeah, I think he's a tackle, right?
Oh
Christian
wait, no.
Watson or
Yeah, that's right.
Wilkinson,
I'll s-
something. I don't know.
yeah.
But I think the Chargers probably just win up front, and I think they'll beat them.
Evan, who you taking?
I'm also taking the Chargers. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I just don't. Minshew did not look good over the beginning of the season, and
No, he did not.
like we talked about watching that video and all the over the middle of the field lobs that Minshew threw to just let his receivers get absolutely devastated. I don't think Devontae is going to have confidence in him. Actually, Devontae's come out and indirectly stated he's got more confidence in O'Connell, and they decided not to go that route. So I think it's low scoring, but I think Harbaugh gets his next NFL win.
Well, and that goes back to what I was saying in our last one, where I was like, Adams is not going to be in Vegas the whole year. I don't see it. He's been very vocal this offseason, talking a lot of shit.
Unless O'Connell comes on and plays well, I don't see him staying.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know why he's still there now. I thought they should have traded him last year. Once Derek Carr left, it's like, why not trade him? You could have got like maybe a first and a second rounder for him. Now I don't know if you get that for him.
It's true. It's true because it wasn't that the whole reason why he went there because they played together in Fresno.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the whole thing's fucking weird. I don't know. God damn, my work phone's blowing up. Well, they're shit out of luck. I'm off the clock. Can you guys hear that in the background? It's gonna be irritating.
No.
Okay, good. Well, fuck them. All right. Denver visiting Seattle, which is kind of interesting, right? Because Denver and Seattle were involved in all those trades just but 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
I'm high on Seattle. I do. I think Seattle could be a sneaky, little slithery, sneaky, dark pick for the West this year. If the Niners somehow fumble and fall and injuries or what have you happens, Seattle could sneak their way into that division. With that said, I don't like Sean Payton. I'm going Seattle. My gut just tells me take the home team. I'm going Seattle. Evan, who you got?
Same. I think Seattle's a more complete team right now. I really like Bo Nix. I think Denver could possibly turn this ship around. Unfortunately, like you said with Sean Payton, but it's just he's one of those coaches where things just eventually go his way, and they do.
Yeah, it does happen.
You know, you hate him, but you got to respect it. And that being said, I think Seattle's the more complete team right now. Yeah, that's about all there is to it.
What are you thinking over there, Coral?
Pretty much the same. I think Seattle is probably one of the toughest places to play in the NFL. So for the Denver Broncos to come in with a rookie quarterback, I don't think that's going to be good for his first matchup. And I think Seattle's the more complete team, like Evan said. Even with Geno Smith, I mean, you have kind of like a sure thing or better option at quarterback right away. So I think they pull that one out pretty easily.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. That one doesn't feel like a very difficult one. Moving on to the late games, because it's weird how they always do like that. They have the 105 kickoffs, and they have like 2 games that go at 125.
Yeah.
Carl, we're gonna stay with you. Dallas at Cleveland. Go ahead, Carl. Go ahead, Carl.
I'm really interested in this matchup. I think it's one of the better matchups of the first week because I think Dallas and Cleveland are both pretty talented, and they both have a pretty good defense. I think Dallas probably pulls it out. I think it's going to be a close game, though. And one of the more interesting things that I was reading up on Cleveland is they have Mike Vrabel on their staff. He is a, a consultant, a coaching consultant, and like a player personnel consultant. I don't know if he's trying to set up for like a GM job or what, but
He's a
I think
he's a vibes guy.
yeah. But I wouldn't not mind having him around my damn team. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. But I think Dallas pulls it out. But they're in Cleveland, so I think it's going to be close.
Gypsy.
I agree with Carl. Unfortunately, everything is telling me that again. This is one of those matchups where I'm like everything says take Dallas, but I think I'm gonna go with Cleveland for much of the same reasons. At home, Cleveland just they steal some of my gypsy magic. Let's be real. They have this penchant to just pull these upsets at home. Um, Although that being said, I think Fergie has himself a nice day,
Oh, you
regardless of
like
how that
Fergie?
turns out.
You think he scores?
I think he scores.
Well, add that to the parlay. Fergie TD. Carl, did you say Dallas
I
or
took
Cleveland?
Dallas. Yeah, I took Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Oh, you did say Dallas. I'm sorry.
It's
I
all
took
good.
Cleveland.
Look it.
My bad.
So, yeah, I'm a homer. Dallas is my team. I have pretty much like mentally been playing a trick on myself. This entire offseason for Dallas has been fucking weird. It's been a strange one. It's been very odd. I've kind of like convinced myself it doesn't matter. I think it does matter. Going into Cleveland, Deshaun Watson's back, right? He's starting week 1, isn't he? Amari.
Yeah, but he had like a shoulder thing, right?
That's what I
Like
saw.
shoulder soreness or something.
I was like, how? He gets so many massages. How's he always sore?
Because they're
Come on,
fighting
his
him
dick.
off. That's
if
why.
if Coach Zimmer, our new DC, has any moxie in those bones, he'll set up a massage table on the sideline during the game. Really fuck with him. Of course, I'm going Dallas. I don't think they dominate. The more and more I'm thinking about it, I think they just win. I think Amari Cooper is going to fucking show up. I think he's going to show up and show out. Jerome Ford, awesome running back, right? Dallas defense has been shook up. We got some changes moved around. We got new coaches. I'm going to take Dallas just for the homer factor. I'm not comfortable with it, and we could lose this game. I think the Dallas Cowboys can lose week 1 easily. But with that said, I'm still going Dallas. All right, Evan, we're going to go to you. We're going to take this first one here. This is kind of interesting because the quarterback situation in Washington, is Baker the guy? He played himself into another contract. What do you think? Washington visiting Tampa. You, Gypsy.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. I don't like this game. I'm taking Tampa just because of the veteran presence. I do not like this game. I think it's gonna be weird overall. I think at least okay, I'm going out on this is my water bet. I think both teams have 2 turnovers.
Oh. Oh.
I think it's just gonna be an ugly game.
Evan, I like that. I like you taking risks like that. All right. Well, Carl, what are you seeing here?
Uh, I agree with Evan. I'm taking the Bucks just because it's Jaden Daniels' first game. I'm not really sure what he's gonna do. I think it's also gonna be a pretty sloppy game. Um, yeah, two turnovers each. That doesn't even phase me. That sounds about right.
I mean,
And I think
yeah,
probably a lot of penalties too.
yeah,
Uh,
sloppy.
Washington does have Bobby Wagner on defense, so I think that does help their defense. But at the end of the day, I think the Bucks they're just too stacked to not win against Washington.
And that's why I agree with you guys. I'm also taking Tampa. Um, Baker Mayfield has the experience like Gypsy was talking about. I like their run game. They're not afraid to pound the goddamn rock. Also, they like to throw. A lot of checkdowns though, huh? A lot of checkdowns out of Tampa.
It might change this year though.
It's possible. And their defense too. Is it David? David White? Is that the linebacker? Why am I drawing a blank?
Devin White.
Devin White, fucking monster, right? Absolute monster.
He's on the Eagles.
Mhm.
Wait, what? Hold
Yep.
on.
Do you mean Levante David?
No, White, the linebacker.
Yeah,
White.
Devin White's on the Eagles.
Oh, what the hell? Why do I have that? Well, I missed that one.
Oh,
Fuck.
hold up. I think you're thinking of Kaiser White.
I don't know. Regardless, I fucked that one up. Maybe that's
Yep,
that's.
nope, it's Kaiser White. Kaiser White is on the Eagles.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. I still think Washington's going to be a dumpster fire this season. They're probably going to finish dead last in the East. Yeah, I'm going Tampa. We're all in agreement on that one. I mean, that just feels like I honestly don't give a fuck what happens in that game. I won't even be watching probably. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna watch it. All right. Sunday night. This is a fucking heater, isn't it? Sunday night, man. Fucking the Rams going to Detroit to go see DC. God, do you guys remember how terrible the halftime show was for Detroit last season, the playoffs? Ooh.
No.
Oh. I think they
Who
said
was?
the fucking igloo on the field, like they set his ass up for failure. So I think Detroit,
Who was that?
yeah, I think they're gonna remember that a bit. And they're gonna come out in the home game, and I think they're gonna fucking they're gonna beat up the Rams. I'm taking Detroit. Carl, who you got?
I'm taking Detroit. The Rams are good. I think Puka Nakua, Cooper Cup, they probably show up. Matt Stafford still does his thing, but I think they just lost too much. And the Rams didn't feel that great to me last year. They didn't really change a lot, and they lost Aaron Donald. So I think Detroit probably. I think Jameer Gibbs kind of just steamrolls them.
Yeah, I mean Aaron Donald's a fucking first ballot Hall of Famer. Anytime you lose a first ballot Hall of Famer, it's gonna impact your goddamn defense.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna hurt.
They did fill in nicely. They had a lot of rookies outperform last year as well. So if nothing else, you don't replace them with what do you call it? On each end of the spectrum, it's you kind of make your line solid instead. I'm trying to remember what the hell that word
Well, and also too, this is one of those rare games. You have two teams who are, playoff contenders, right? Rams are playoff contenders, even without Donald. But they swapped quarterbacks. Stafford's
Right.
in LA and Goff is in Detroit. That's fucking cool. You don't see that a lot. And you see it happen where they swap quarterbacks, but one guy gets sent over to sit on the fucking bench, not to start.
Yep.
Yeah. So Evan,
is. Well, with the same head coaches too, right?
yeah.
Campbell was the one that
Yeah.
traded for Goff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's still the same head coaches. So I think
Love
that's a pretty cool storyline. And like Carl said, Puka's a fucking beast. And Cup's healthy. He's not hurt yet.
No.
It kind of makes me want to change my pick.
No, I got him in. No, I think Detroit still takes this one.
I'm changing mine. I talked myself into it. I'm going the Rams.
All right.
Yep, I'm going the Rams. Fucking. Haha, yeah. Fuck, it said head. Shit. Fuck. Fuck it. All right, I'm back on. All right, I'm back on Detroit, baby. I'm back on them Lions. Let's go, Detroit. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. All right, last game. Another fucking heater. Jets, Frisco. Are we now? Last year's opening with Rodgers fucking trotting out with that flag was so sick. Too bad only lasted possession, huh? Gypsy, what do you got? Who do you like in this one?
So you know how I talked about Arizona Buffalo? I could see Arizona being that upset of the week. The motherfucking Jets are my upset of the week. A-Rod comes back and he reminds them why you take ayahuasca on the weekend. I think this bullshit with Ayuk kind of destabilized the offense a little bit. This contract situation with Trent Williams, both of them are holding out. That's your starting left tackle. That's your starting wide receiver one. Not to say that the San Francisco or the Giants aren't gonna. The Giants, Jesus Christ, the Niners are not gonna be good this year. But that's a lot of preseason destabilization that you got to overcome. And the Jets defense has only gotten better. I mean,
It's
they
true.
added Hassan Reddick, who may or may not play, but
Not playing.
you know,
He's not playing.
Yeah, he's not
I
playing.
still think I still think it's a solid defense. And I think San Francisco again. You got the hangover from last year. You still
Good point.
you got to come back with something new.
Good
So
point. Good
I
point.
think the Jets, as long as Rogers' Achilles holds up,
Well,
they get the upset.
he's doing something no one's ever done before. I mean, he'll just keep telling us about it. All right, Carl, where you at, bud?
I'm rolling with the Niners on this one. I think it's going to be close. I think Brees Hall and Christian McCaffrey probably take center stage. I don't really see Rodgers slinging the shit out of it. I think he's going to make some good passes, but I think this one probably is a better defensive matchup. But I do see it being real close. I think it'll come down to the wire. And I think they both have a good chance, to be honest. I'm gonna roll with the home team on this one. I think they probably take it. Ayuk got his money. I think they'll come out and play. Trent Williams is a question mark. I don't think he's playing,
Yeah,
but I still think the Niners take it.
I mean, you're right. Ayuk got the bag. Rodgers coming back after all that shit talking he's been doing. Garrett is a fucking phenomenal receiver. Brees Hall's a fucking animal on the ground. The defense is still stout. Probably the best defense on that coastline. Probably. Super Bowl hangover. The Niners. How close can they keep getting? Right. How close can they keep getting before you just break that wheel? The wheel's just broken. It got broke. So I'm also taking the upset. I like Rodgers week one. He played in Cali, at Cal, right? He's that's like his area, his home away from home. So I'm gonna take the
wanted to go to
Jets.
the Niners.
Well, I think a lot of people do, even without Shanahan. They don't want to. Yeah, it wasn't that Brady's thing too. He was pissed they didn't take him.
I heard everybody was super happy when Aaron Rodgers left California.
Yeah, probably. He was Newsom before Newsom was a thing.
I heard he was a huge douche.
That actually wouldn't shock me at all. Ask his family. All right, just a quick recap here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not bad. 10 games we agree on. Actually, no, 9. There's 16. So 7 games we're in agreement. 9 we separated. So that's going to be good for the standings here. I don't know what we're playing for yet. We got to figure that part out. What are we going to play for? We'll figure that out. And then locks.
Who's your lock, man?
What's that?
Who's your lock?
I took fucking Indy.
That's right.
That is a risky ass lock.
Oh God, I was looking at it and I was like, do it, bitch.
I'll tell you what. Loser of the pick'ems for the year buys the new trophy for the league.
Oh, what a Evan, the gypsy coming. That's good.
When you share this link with Shane, somebody won't take responsibility for their actions. I guess people got to step up.
Yeah, I like that a lot, and it's at
Well, yeah,
winners.
but that Gypsy's gonna buy one of those little trophies.
No.
He's gonna get one that says like #1.
That's a
So that's the
fucking
idea. We
ribbon.
don't put parameters on the trophy.
Let it be.
It just ends up being whatever we figure out.
Yeah, let it be. I mean, I kind of had a thought on that. That we should let people add to it as we. Oh, is that a puppy?
There it is.
Aw. She's like, hell nah. I want nothing to do
She's
with
like, "I'm
you.
trying to-"
Hell yeah, boys. Well, all right. That's week 1 pick'em. I feel pretty good about it. I'm gonna tweet out our selections. Follow me on X at the Pod Fraud. I'm gonna
Not
post
on
on the X, son. I'm
not on it.
yes, on X, baby. I'm talking to anybody watching this that's not us. Oh, look at her. Look at her. Sick boys.
Hi, baby.
Look at that. See, that's what all we need is a dog in here, and they'll take us to the top. That's all we need, puppies. That's how you
Yes,
do it.
Dark.
Either you got
I
tits,
got one.
tits or puppies, and I got tits, but they're not really worth showing. So, hell yeah, boys. Well, fucking A, good luck, huh?
Hell yeah. Let's do it.